Hey guys, in today's video, I have something a little bit different than what I normally upload, aside from the builds, and I know you guys love to see the high damage builds, but today is something that I would like to bring awareness to. It's a problem, an ongoing problem that I thought was solved in Genshin Impact a while ago, but it's not. And I'm going to show you how real it actually is, and hopefully just spread knowledge and awareness to this issue within the game. I've been stressing out over making this video and kind of depressed about making this video, honestly. In this video, I was successfully able to give a free-to-play Genshin player his account back, and I will show all of that. The quick disclaimer, I'm not going to be making any, accusations against anybody. I'm not going to be calling anybody out on anything. I'm going to show you the facts of what happened, of how I got a stolen Genshin account. You guys can make of it what you will, based on the information that I give you guys. So without further ado, I want to start from the very beginning. So in case some of you guys aren't familiar with my channel, I missed the Raiden Shogun banner, who is one of my favorite characters. She's definitely really fun. I was unable to do it because I had to attend a family member funeral during that period of time, and I wasn't on Genshin a lot then. So when I got back on and started playing again, I realized that I'd missed her banner, as well as I think Yoimiya's, and I really wanted her. So I started looking for an account just for content, just for YouTube's sake. I wanted to just try to get an account and start building Raiden Shogun so you guys could have some content to watch. What I didn't know is what would happen from me doing that. I want to talk about what happened after I tried buying a Raiden Shogun account. So this is the website that I got it from. It is called Player Auctions. I've used this particular website before to buy accounts for other games, and there's never been any issues until I started looking into Genshin accounts. And here is where I'll show you what I mean by that. So if we go to view all games and we go down to Genshin Impact accounts, you see all of these accounts on here. You can search up by server, you can search up by basically name. So if I wanted to write an account, you could see all of these, accounts with all these characters on it. This one's $600, this one's $84. And basically, you can search up and find the account that you want. I went on here and I bought from this particular seller right here. It was for an AR-56 Raiden and Child account with Child's weapon. Basically what happened was I got on the account and I kept being logged out. I didn't know what was happening at the time. I thought it was very strange, and I kept being logged out of that account. So I contacted the seller, which is this person right here, or organization, whatever. This seller in general right here is where I contacted, and they said, no worries, give us the account details back and we'll set you up with a new account. So I didn't think much of it then. Come to find out later from the original owner who reached out to me through Discord. Thank you, by the way. You know who you are. But unfortunately, I had already given the account details back and could not get that account back. The reason why I kept being logged out from that account was because he was on PlayStation. So at least he has some access to his account, but it sucks that the account is now back in the hands of these people, whoever they are. And just knowing that it might go up for sale, I don't want him to have to be worried about losing his Genshin accounts. Genshin Impact's a very important game to me. It's where I've met a lot of friends. It's where I spend a lot of time, a lot of efforts. And this is a lot of people's happy place when they get off of work or school or done studying, whatever. And nobody should have to worry about losing their accounts. So I bought that account. They gave me a new one and they said, hey, no worries. Before I found out that it was a stolen account. And I logged into this account. Brand new account. This account was from Europe. And when I logged in, I got a message from a friend who was already a friend with, they were already friends before I got the account. And they said, hey, can you message me on Discord? Want to talk to you about something? And I said, sure, no problem. They reached out to me and we talked about it. And that's the next part of the video that I want to show you guys, is our chat logs and basically what transpired after that point. And basically how I was able to give a free-to-play player their account back. For those of you who think that this is fake for any reason, I'm going to put a screenshot on the screen somewhere of me actually purchasing the account, so you know that I bought it, and it is from player auctions. I didn't end up getting that money back at all. I ended up returning that account to the free-to-play player, but I want to show you guys the chat logs and basically all that transpired of where I was at trying to give this person, this free-to-play player's account back for them, getting them back into their accounts basically. Gosh, dude, this is rough. So basically, we had talked. He had told me that his account was stolen, everything. I told him what happened previously when they gave me the account. And this is a very lengthy chat log. So this is over the span of a couple weeks, I believe. So I wanted to just skim over this just so you guys can see. But basically, I told him that it's stolen. He said it's his. I told him about the other accounts. He told me he was hacked and everything. Scroll down, I asked him how it was linked. He said that his email got hacked and they changed all of his information. He said they hacked his email right here. Facebook connected, they unlinked it. I asked him if he got any hacks for Genshin because I know that's one way to get unwanteds into your computer, which he said he hasn't done anything. I told him that I was going to file a dispute with player auctions because you can do that if the account for whatever reason doesn't work or anything or whatever. Then you can basically dispute it, give the account back, and you get your money back. However, I didn't want to give the account back. So I was stuck in a pickle within this period of time of this chat log, going back and forth with player auctions, trying to get my money back without giving the account back. Unfortunately, it didn't end up working, which sucks. So I had to take the hit for this one just to give this guy's account back. So he said they were going to deny the claim. Obviously, they did after a while. I said I'd have to, try to get my money back. Basically, I told them that I was going to try to contact support, start somewhere. I basically just tried to tell him just to wait and wait and wait. This was the account that he found on player auctions after I had purchased it. And this is when he told me that he's vented a lot into the account. He was, very, very kind about it. He was happy that I was talking to them because I don't think a lot of people would be willing to talk about it. I think a lot of people would just, screw people over and just take the accounts, and that's something else that I want to bring awareness to, but we'll get into that later on in the video. I just wanted to cover the chat logs really quick. So basically we're talking about his accounts. I told him that he contact me. I said I'll have to figure everything out really quick. We basically just keep talking about that. I was very busy this week of the 23rd, the Thanksgiving week. I was very busy. Basically, I told him that I wanted to expose player auctions. Now I can't really put the pin on who's to blame for this. I don't think it's player auctions. So this is wrong here. I should not have said this. But moving on, I just want to bring awareness to this issue of stolen accounts that's in Genshin Impact right now. So I asked him if he could, talk in voice chat, which he said he couldn't do, but he did give me permission to use the chat logs as a general reference of the account owner trying to get their account back and everything. I asked him if he could get one of his friends to talk for him, just to kind of tell his story for him. He told me that I could do it for somebody, and I said I wouldn't feel right about that because I'd rather it be, genuine, like right here. I wouldn't rather somebody, coming in pretending to be him just for clickbait. I'd rather you guys just get the actual story and the facts. Thanks to him, I was able to actually use these chat logs. So I got his permission for everything. We talked about it. I asked him a couple of questions just to, make sure that it was his account because I never asked any questions about his account before. Thankfully, after looking through his accounts, he confirmed that it was his account. Basically, he was answering some questions for me. He's been playing he lost his account on November 7th. Which I bought the account on November 20th, I think. And so he's been without his account for quite a while. He's been playing since the first 2 top banner. So he's been playing for quite some time now. Basically, we were talking and I asked him some general questions. And I told him that I would give him his account back. He's free to play, which made me feel even worse about it. Told him I had lost $130 on it, but I wouldn't feel right to someone else's accounts that was taken from them. That I was glad somebody got it than somebody who wouldn't give it back. He was very nice about it. There were no hard feelings. I sent him the picture of me spending the money on player auctions, but he was really insistent on paying me back. And I told him that all he had to do was, just let me put this in a video. Let me, expose not necessarily the website that I got it from, but just the general issue of stolen accounts in Genshin Impact. And I'll go over ways to secure your accounts here in a couple of minutes, but basically, yeah, so we talked through this. And then we went in a private message, and we talked for a little bit, and I basically gave him all of the account information, which I'm not going to show, but I did give him the account information, and he was successfully able to log in. And yeah, so he was successfully able to get his account back, which I'm very happy for. But this is just one instance of this happening. A lot of people, I feel like, aren't going to get their accounts back that are stolen, and that worries me, you know, that really worries me. But he basically, you know, gave me permission to use the accounts or the chat logs for you know, a video. So yeah, that's basically it for that conversation. I was able to successfully get his account back. That was just a little bit backstory behind him. Free-to-play player. I've been playing since Utah Banner, and one day he came back and his account was just lost. He was logged out of his email. He did not have access to his Genshin account, and then I came along and bought it. So I'm glad that happened the way that it did, even if I did lose some money on it. But generally, I don't think this is going to be a case for a lot of people in Genshin Impact. The seller is ranked very highly, so I don't think they're going to be exposed for this. And I honestly can't say that they're to blame for this. It could just be whoever they're getting the accounts from. So I can't say that they're to blame for this. I got to be very careful with what I say. But honestly, as far as Genshin goes, I do not recommend using this website at all. It's not a bad website in general, just for Genshin accounts. Accounts can easily get stolen. Or some accounts, I should say, can easily get stolen. And I would not recommend buying from this, because more than likely you're buying somebody else's hard-earned account. And yeah, the goal of this video isn't to show you where to buy stolen Genshin accounts. This should be where not to go, because they are stolen Genshin accounts. But yeah, so thankfully this guy got back into his accounts. We talked for a little bit. He was able to log back in and everything. So this is just one case. And as bad as I would love to buy all these accounts and give them back to their original owners, assuming that they are all stolen, I just can't. Obviously, I can't spend all this money giving the accounts back to the original owners. That's just really unrealistic. But the least I can actually do is spread awareness to this issue in Genshin Impact, and basically just expose, you know, this problem that's been going around that I thought was over, that's actually not. So guys, something else that I want to talk about really quick is ways that you can secure your account to make sure that stuff like this doesn't happen to you and your account doesn't end up on a, you know, third-party seller like this. Make sure you have an email linked. Make sure you have a phone number linked. Social medias if possible, and you know, things like Google accounts. Get as much things linked to it as possible. If your Genshin account password is the same as your Gmails or any emails, I would highly recommend you switch it, just in case one or the other goes. At least they won't have access to both, and it's a lot easier to secure your account that way. But I would highly recommend you linking a phone number. That's the absolute biggest one. A lot of these cases, people lose their emails, and for losing their emails, they lose their accounts as well. And if you have a phone number linked, that can prevent this issue from happening, and they can't get access to your phone number like that as like they can for email in general. So link a phone number, link an email, and I'm hoping to get as much knowledge into people's heads as I can with this one video, and just kind of like explain everything that's happened. It's been very straining, very time consuming trying to get this all figured out. I've wasted a lot of time and a lot of money doing this, but thankfully we were able to give at least one player his account back. So big shout out to Maurice for making this video possible and agreeing to let me use our chat logs as a reference to bring knowledge and awareness to people. But if you would like to share this video, that'd be greatly appreciated. I would like as many people to know about this problem as possible, because as far as I'm concerned, I haven't seen a single YouTube video about Genshin Impact made on this kind of topic. That's still an issue that I thought was fixed when two-factor authentication was introduced into Genshin Impact. It's definitely a serious topic. It's a sensitive topic, so I can't really call out who's to blame for this, but somebody is. And I know that the base way to solve this problem, the best way to solve this problem and go about solving it, is not to call out these people, is not to rip on these people, because at the end we don't know whose fault it is. but the best way to go about this is to secure your accounts. If you care at all about Genshin, if you care at all about all the time and sometimes money that you've put into playing Genshin Impact, I think you should really secure your accounts, lock it down tight so nobody can get access to it, and you wouldn't have to worry about anything like this ever happening to you. But yeah, so that's gonna wrap it up for today's video, guys. I hope you guys learned something in this video. Share it to anybody that could find this video useful, and just to spread awareness into it. I thank you all so much for watching and stopping by. We should be back on track for like normal video schedules this next upcoming week, so stay tuned for that, for builds and everything. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you guys in the next one. Peace out.